Hi there, I'm Sam from EasyTradingSignals.com, and today is time for an update on our gold price prediction for 2017. Now, for those of you that have been following along, you'll know that we've been doing updates and making predictions as we went along. Most of these predictions are actually pretty darn accurate, but of course it's not 100% based on what we call the market to be initially. And you're never going to get that. But what we're going to do today is to actually take a good look at what the prediction was back in January, and then compare it to what the market actually did and what the gold price did over this period. So what I've done is I've taken the gold price chart that we have here, and I've taken a screen capture of it and compared it to the original used in the initial prediction. So here we have it. This is the original chart that I used, and this is the screen capture for today. So this is the part that we have captured from the live chart, and I've tried to make it the same size. It's not absolutely perfect, but it's good enough to give us an overlay so we can see exactly where the price went compared to what was predicted. So if we look at it that way, you'll see that the price initially, back in January, when the prediction was initially made, was way down here. And then if we put in the overlay, we'll see that, there we go, try to get it to match as best as possible. We'll see that the market did in fact move up, and then it moved beyond what I initially expected. So it exceeded this first level here, and then it did in fact proceed down. Now where the changes or the differences are is if you take a look at this level here, the number 2 spot was actually hit way over here initially, and then it moved up some more, and now it has gone back down, and it's on its way back up again. So by and large, it is pretty darn accurate. Yes, it did exceed the first movement, but it has gone down as expected, and at this point I do foresee that it will move back up again. So let's look at the actual chart, shall we? So here we are. This is a weekly chart, so it gives us a very broad overview. And once again, this is not going to be 100% accurate. Remember, the initial prediction was made in the beginning of January. That's quite a long time ago. But what I like about looking at the charts this way is that it gives you a very good overview of where you're heading, and there's almost no other way of looking at the market that actually gives you not just the next couple of days worth of prediction of where the market's going, but on a more longer term where you would expect the market to be moving overall. So yes, I did make some mistakes. I did not see how it's going to overshoot as much as it did, but by and large, I'm actually pretty comfortable with the prediction, the way that it played out in the market. So you may not agree with that. You're welcome to your opinion. But as far as I'm concerned, I find it very interesting to see how the markets move in relation to support and resistance levels, in relation to market movements like Elliott waves, and then of course how the actual market responds to that, because the news items and those type of things, economic news, any financial factors that come into play will actually affect how things happen. But as I said previously, the overall direction of how the market's going to move pretty much obeys wave movements, Elliott waves, and so forth, and it does also respond to support and resistance levels. Someone made a comment about moving averages. It's not one of my favorites, purely because I feel that it always looks amazingly good in retrospect, and of course hindsight is a perfect science. This is quite a strong move down. It is quite a very emotive move that we see here, and so is this. So what I would actually expect to see here is potentially a pullback to some degree at this point, at this level, or maybe a little bit higher even, but we're currently at about 50% of it through. I'm trying to get, yeah, there we go. So we're roughly at the 50% retracement level, currently just slightly over it. So I believe that we might see a bit of a pullback at this point, and that the market will then be heading up again. It's not 100% clear at this moment. We'll see how it progresses, and I'll keep you posted. As always, trade easy, and remember to subscribe.